On RuneScape, Deadman mode is one of the most fun game modes you can ever play. If you simply want to swap or don't know what to do when the servers open up, here are some ideas you can follow. At the end of the video, after discussing moneymakers and tips for surviving in Deadman mode, I will demonstrate exactly what you could do at the start of the season so you don't waste your 30 minutes of protection for those who have never played a Deadman mode before and would like to try it. The agility pyramid is great for early GP. When you spawn in Varrock, go to the stronghold and get your 10k. Home telly, get your starter kit, and then train your stats to get higher HP. Then go get 50 agility, and then you can finally go to the agility pyramid. It is not safe there, so you can die. However, you can escape by falling on the pyramid and teleporting, or simply trying to outrun your opponent around the pyramid. Wilderness Slayer. Similar to the agility pyramid, when you spawn at Varrock, you go to the stronghold and get your 10k, and then you home telly and get your starter kit. You can then train up your stats with the starter kit, and then run to Varrock and buy a Dorkshan crossbow and bone bolts from the archer store. Complete the museum minigame East of Varrock for 9 hunter and slayer, and then you can go start Wilderness Slayer without having to get a task from another slayer master first. If you obtain a wilderness weapon early game, you'll be able to swap it for a lot of money, and that will be the same throughout the tournament. Blue dragons are great in Deadman mode. They drop double bones and you only need 70 agility to get here. It's extremely safe, and because everyone needs to get 77 prayer for rigor and augury, it will be a very good money maker long term as well. Gargoyles. Although these take a bit of time to get to, once you do get to them, it is very consistent money. It is relatively safe on Deadman mode because the NPCs aggro, so in order to get killed, someone needs a team of around 7 or more people to actually kill you. And then even if that happens, you can use the various escapes, such as agility shortcuts, to escape them. These are also good because if you ever die and need to rebuild, they are great. Barrows. Create a route to rush underground pass for Ironman's Blast, and then start doing barrows. Barrows tabs do come into the game relatively early as all favors are unlocked, so you don't need to worry about having to run there every time. High tier Slayer drops. Most high tier items are extremely sought after. This can include whips, tridents, crystals from Serb, Hydra items later game. If you can think of any items with high requirements to do with Slayer, you bet it's going to be expensive on Deadman. Raids will probably be the best GP on Deadman if you're trying to swap to old school. If you achieve Ancestral, Rigor, Augury, Dragon Claws, even a Bulwark, they'll probably be well over 100 mil on 07, simply because they'll be in high demand. How to swap. Swapping is where you give a player Deadman mode GP and they give you old school GP. Note, this is a huge trust trade, so be careful when you do these trades between game modes. Typically, if you don't know the person, which will be most of the time, try and do small increments with that person. So if you're going to swap 1 mil, you could even do it in increments of 100k at a time. Ideally, have an account logged into old school and Deadman mode at the same time to make this faster for both of you. Make sure you never leave the safe zone or go to areas you don't know if they're safe or not, as you may get lured. Basic survival techniques. Although this sounds extremely silly, always have food on you. Even if you're questing or skilling, always try and have food on you if you're thinking of leaving a safe zone. Early game. Do not run around as a low level. Try and train your HP as soon as possible so people can't one-hit you. Be aware of your surroundings. If there are monsters that aggro near where you are, try and run to them so the monsters PJ your attacker. If you're questing or extremely far away from a bank or stairs or ladders, have your mouse on the teleport button. If you see a white dot, don't try and see who it is, just teleport instantly. Ladders and stairs will be your best friend. To escape a PKer, simply go up and down the stairs or ladder while the PK is trying to attack you. If you time it right and the PK doesn't get a hit on you for a couple of seconds, you'll be able to teleport. An advanced method is if there's 2 people, 1 on each floor, when the PK attacks you, let their hit you, then hit them back with an arrow and go up the stairs. You'll get the last hit, and this will mean you can teleport without getting attacked again. If they follow you, you'll have to keep on going up and down the stairs. There are also some areas unlocked simply by completing quests, diaries, and agility escapes, and you can find those throughout the game. Dying early game. Although this puts off a lot of people, in the grand scheme of things, you can easily catch up with everyone again. Here are some ideas you can do to rebuild from nothing. The RD Silk Stall requires 20 thieving. You simply steal from the stall and sell to the players buying the silk. These players then sell the silk for a profit to their silk owner. Killing men in Edge and picking up the herbs. You can do this, pick up Ranars and all the herbs and sell them on the Grand Exchange. Similar to men, killing Chaos Druids under Edge and selling the herbs is also a good alternative if men are crowded. However, the Chaos Druids do hit a bit harder. If you achieve 46 thieving, you can also access the Chaos Druids north of Ardi. Obtain mysterious emblems from Wilderness Slayer or the Grand Exchange and use them on the NPC north of the Edge Bank so you have points. If you ever die, bring some food with you to the NPC north of Edgeville and buy some pots and sell them on the G for startup GP. You do not lose points on death in the store, so it's always a good rebuild. The agility pyramid is great, however you do need 500 GP to get the water skins and desert clothing, but once you've got that, you can run around and get 10Ks like it's nothing. And there you go. Those were some tips on what you could do on Deadman mode and a few survival techniques you can use if you're unskulled. I would highly recommend trying to plan a route you can follow, so after you've got your 10k in the starter kit, you know exactly which direction you're going to go. If you feel like this video has helped you prepare for Deadman mode, please give it a like and subscribe for future content. If you're completely new to Deadman mode, the last section of this video coming up should make you feel a lot more confident about what to do when Deadman starts. This part of the video is simply to try and help those that haven't played Deadman mode and try and encourage them to actually give it a go and log in. I know it will be very off-putting if you've never logged into Deadman mode and you have no idea what you're doing to just say, oh, you know what, I'll just watch. But honestly, Deadman is one of the most fun things you can do on RuneScape, so I encourage everyone to give it at least a try from the beginning. So, you're going to spawn in Tutorial Island and you'll talk to Skippy and go to the rock. First of all, what you want to do is turn off your player attack options and your NPC attack options, so you don't misclick on anyone and accidentally skull. Even though everyone has protection, there might be a glitch or something. That is also another point. While you're running to west to the stronghold, you need to be changing your F keys. If you have different F keys to the ones that you normally have, you can simply do this just by walking and then changing them, and then running after you've changed them again. The main goal for what we're doing right now is to get to the stronghold and collect your 2k, 3k and 5k. So at the end of it, you have 10k in total. The reason why this is very different to previous tournaments is this tournament you have 30 minutes of immunity. So that 30 minutes is now crucial. You do not want to mess up and mess around with it because you actually get boosted XP in those 30 minutes as well. So what I'd recommend doing is doing this, getting your 10k, and then training. You may have to answer questions on each of these doors. If you spam it enough by spam clicking, you sometimes go through naturally, but I don't know the exact method for that, so I'm not going to recommend that. I'll just say answer the questions. They're not very difficult, and you'll get there fast enough. Although it's nice to have maps, you typically can just follow the crowd when it comes to going to the stronghold. There are genuinely so many players, it's almost impossible to go wrong and get lost, as you'll see where everyone else is going. So you really don't need to worry about that. Make sure also you have your authenticator turned on for when Deadman mode is around, because if you don't, you cannot collect this money. So once you get to the last floor and you collect your 10k, what I recommend is home teleporting to Lumbridge, going north, going to the Ranger and Mage tutors, and then talking to one of them to claim your free starter pack. You can also talk to them to toggle how runes in the rune pouch and ammo in your ammo slot work, but that's not crucially essential for you. And then once you've done that, you're pretty much free to go anywhere. Ideally, you start training straight away to get your HP up as much as you can, because as soon as that 30-minute protection goes, I guarantee there's going to be 7 people around you that are going to go rogue and they're going to try and kill you straight away. So ideally, you want to train as much as you can with the protection you have, and then hopefully you'll be in a position where you cannot die. If that's not the case and you're going down a different route, you may choose to spend that time doing some skilling, such as woodcutting or thieving or hunter, to make use of that boosted XP, because when you have that protection, you get 30 times XP, I believe. You can use the RD lever, as it will be safe. There won't be people PKing there, as long as you're doing it within your 30 minutes protection. And apart from that, I hope this video has helped you. All I really wanted from this video was to help the little guy who's never tried Dead mode and is currently stuck at home and just wants to give it a go. I hope it's inspired you and given you some ideas. Do remember that you can literally do anything you normally do on old school RuneScape on Deadman mode. It's just a little bit more dangerous. So if you have some really good money makers, you can still do those and you'll probably make 5 times more profit doing it on Deadman mode. But whatever route you take, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I wish you guys all the best of luck in the actual tournament, and hopefully I do not run into you. If this has been helpful, please do like the video. Make sure you keep an eye out, as I'll be uploading a lot of Deadman mode PKing videos, and I hope it will be a really good tournament for everyone. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.